2017, a new research and innovation university was inaugurated here in Morocco. Designed from the outset to be an ecosystem for innovation, research, and entrepreneurship. The first of its kind to be built in Africa. A next-generation university with 5 founding principles. Promoting research, innovation, and entrepreneurship. Developing skills and knowledge. Bringing forth a new generation of competent leaders. Developing sustainable partnerships. Sharing the values of social responsibility and sustainable development. Attracting many of the best minds from Africa and across the world to its main campus here in Ben Guir, 50 miles north of Marrakesh. Welcome to Mohammed VI Polytechnic University. Mohammed VI Polytechnic University has established a forward-looking approach to research and education, fully focused on innovation, experimentation, and the pursuit of excellence.
We have to innovate in the research and education. The learning by doing is the best way to do so. By starting by the experimentation is the right way to do education and research and innovation.
PhD students and professors working together as part of a unique entrepreneurial culture. Developing research projects critical to helping Africa realize its potential.
When we start the research, we started in small laboratories, and after that, if we want to scale up, we need full-scale laboratories. Those are our living labs.
The key research facilities in the university are referred to as the living labs. The Green Energy Park, the Mine of Ben Guir, Safik Hub, Mazagan Urban Pole, Layoun Blue Energy Park are all platforms allowing experimentations in full-scale laboratory. The experimental farm tests new methods in agriculture and fertilization, using data from the soil as well as from plants.
We have one experimental farm here in Morocco. We are working with a partner in Ivory Coast to have one experimental farm there, and we are planning to have more than 10 in sub-Saharan Africa.
The Innovation and Entrepreneurship Platform incubates innovative startups with a network of mentors and coaches. It's a facility that helps to strengthen ideas. This platform will enable the entrepreneurs to have access to the faculty, the students, to the living labs, and if needed, directly to OCP or industry.
It's an ecosystem to foster more innovation and more entrepreneurship.
The departments of social science, humanities, and also the business school aims to contribute to better public policies in Africa and in Morocco. The essence of this department is to be very close to policymakers and be able to provide concrete answers, at the same time being anchored in the rigorous academic analysis and knowledge.
If we want to tackle the challenges in education in Africa, we can't do it the classical way. So we have to develop a new offer, and it is based on digital learning.
The Digital Learning Lab develops digital modes of education enabled by the latest digital technologies, including massive open online courses that will widen the reach of education and knowledge. The university aims to bring forth a new generation of environmentally conscious, competent leaders, equipped with the right tools to address the continent's current and future challenges.
We give scholarship for the best students that are living in remote areas. And I think this is another trademark of this university, which is trying to be socially inclusive, to give a chance to everybody to succeed.
As an international university, Mohammed VI Polytechnic University is connected to a global network of academic and research institutions.
We have developed interesting partnerships with many universities around the world that have the same vision, that are interested about the challenges of the global south, and more particularly Morocco and Africa, and are seeing us as a strong, interesting partner, being very close to the policymakers, populations in area, concrete answers, using science. I think that's how we are attracting the best students from all around the world, which have a strong interest into that vision and trying to make a difference in the society.
The university also develops partnerships with public institutions and industry. Collaborations cover R&D, continuous education, and knowledge transfer. Revitalizing agriculture in Africa is a challenge not only for the people of Africa, but for the people of an ever-growing world. This is what underpins our vision and reflects our values of social responsibility and sustainable development.
By bringing science and technology and humanities to the continent, by educating the next generation of African leaders, is for us the right way to tackle those challenges.
Mohammed VI Polytechnic University, nurturing today's talent, impacting tomorrow's Africa.
Hello, guys. So, really happy to be here with you today. Let's start. I am Maryam Lejawi, and I am heading the Career Center at University Mohammed VI Polytechnic in Ben Guir, Morocco. So, first of all, let me start by welcoming you all to this webinar. We are very happy to meet you today. It's gonna be a really diverse session. First, it's gonna be only me giving you all what you need to know about UM6P and how you can join us. Give you all the information you need about the programs, the schools that we have, and also give you an idea about what to expect when you come to campus. Then you'll have 2 exciting meetings afterwards. You'll have to meet with Deborah, a student from the 2nd year of the master's degree in collective intelligence, and Melvin, one of our graduates, now working in Nigeria. So I think that we can start. I'm seeing a lot of comments from Moroccans in the chat. So welcome, guys. I hope everything is okay. And I'm also told that there are a lot of Nigerians who have been applying to UM6P. So hello, Abuja. I hope everything is doing great. If we're all ready, let's do this. So who are we? We are a young university, very recent in fact. Our oldest school just started 10 years ago, but we are a very ambitious university. We have been inaugurated, in fact, in 2017 by His Majesty the King Mohammed VI of Morocco. And we work on 3 major axes. The first one is applied research and innovation. The second one is education of excellence. And the third one is entrepreneurship. And you're going to see throughout the presentation that all these are intertwined in whatever we do. We are also an African university in Africa for Africa. Our ambition is to tackle the challenges that are known in the continent and the future ones that are coming with bringing up the next generation of African leaders. We ambition to be an inclusive university, and in fact, we are already starting. We are open to all nationalities, citizenships. We, in fact, have a lot of big community, international community on campus. And we welcome all approaches and different way of thinking and understandings. We are also very linked with the industries, with the local operators, but also with different industries from the continent. In fact, we have been incubated by one of the major operators in Morocco here, and you're gonna also notice that all our subjects for education, for studies, are closely linked to what the industries are looking for. As I said, we are a recent university, but we are a fast-growing one. In fact, we started out in 2019 with only 1,400 students, and today we are at 4,500 students, and we are looking up to recruiting 6,000 by 2025. Today, we also have 190 permanent faculty on campus and more than 500 professors helping them. And we also have 500 PhD students as well. We are open to, as I said, to recruiting students from Sub-Saharan Africa. In fact, 6% of our students up to date are from these regions, with 11% recruited in undergraduate programs, 46% in graduate programs, 9% in engineering cycle, and we also have the international community joining us for the PhD studies. We have managed to recruit from more than 20 countries around the continent. So thank you very much for your trust and for believing in our mission at UM6B. Our vision by 2025 is to recruit 20% of our students from sub-Saharan African countries. So to support the students who want to join us at UM6B from abroad, we have put in place a policy that would help us enforce our values, which are equity, equality, and inclusion. In fact, what we offer you is the same application, admission, and scholarship process that is offered for the Moroccan students. So mainly what you need to know is that depending on the school, you might have to submit an additional supporting documents, maybe a reference letter, or do some specific tests. But in general, what will happen is that once you create your account for an online application, you submit the documents. There is a team from the school that you apply to that gonna review the documents, and then if you have interesting academic achievements, of course, they're gonna invite you to the entrance exam. So usually there are two steps for the entrance exam. There is a written exam, and then there is an interview. And again, these exams will depend on the schools that you are applying to. Once you are admitted, you will have to apply for a scholarship, and I'm gonna give more details about it in a little bit. But basically, once you are admitted in the process, you are also eligible to apply for a scholarship and financial aid. And of course, there is all the information that you need, the documents that you submit in the platform and on our website, which is um6p.ma. International students will also have our support in applying for visas to Morocco. We can explain the procedures, give them reference letters if they need to, acceptance letters, of course, and they will also have our assistance prior and upon their arrival to Morocco. So, for example, when you take the plane, someone is going to be in touch with you, explaining how to get to Morocco. So basically, if you are coming from a sub-Saharan country, usually you'll either get a direct flight directly to Casablanca, or you'll have to go through Turkey or Qatar and then get a flight to Morocco. Then you'll land in Mohammed V airport in Casablanca and go to the train station. Take the train either to our campus in Rabat or Ben Guir. There are a lot of ways to join us on campus, a lot of means of transportations, a really great infrastructure, but everything will be explained to you once you get your acceptance letter. All our students are living on campus, so you'll benefit from housing and healthcare once you are admitted. The health insurance is for all at UM6P, and it's gonna be given to you throughout your studies, including the internships. And finally, you'll be able to join our diverse community and take part in all our social and cultural inclusion, including trips that we organize. The students of Organization for Leadership and Engagement organized to international students in order to show them the Moroccan culture and explain how they can in fact take the most out of this learning experience. So more to serious stuff, schools and programs. So at Mohammed VI Polytechnic University, we have 4 main subjects that we are interested in: science and technology, medical and paramedical, economics and social sciences, and business and management. So I'm gonna start from left and go to right. For the science and technology cluster, we have 8 schools, 6 whom are what we call conventional programs, and 2 offer unconventional program. So what we mean by conventional programs, these are programs built in the usual format, like they might be in the undergrads, such as bachelor's degrees, engineering cycles, and so on, or they might be master's degrees. For the conventional programs, they don't necessarily follow that same pattern. So if I start by EMIN, it's the School of Industrial Management, is the oldest school in the science and technology cluster. It has recruited last year its 10th cohort, and they have already 4 or 5 alumni cohorts on the market. So industrial management is about integrating new approaches to management relevant to today's industries. Typically, people that want to go into engineering, but they want to apply a more innovative approach to engineering. They want to help their future teams adapt to the changes and the challenges that the industries will be facing tomorrow, will choose to apply for EMIN. It has a side of technical studies, but again, it's about learning how to perform in different environments and how to manage team and projects. So industrial management is an engineering school, and typically you'll have to go through 5 years of studies. We have a school of agriculture, fertilizers, and environment sciences, a school of architecture, planning, and design, which offer 2 degrees that I'm going to explain later. There is the Green Technology Institute that, in fact, tackles all the topics related to renewable energy and the Industry 4.0. We have a School of Computer Science, and it's really self-explanatory for people who want to go into computer science. It's an engineering school. And the 6th one would be the Institute of Science, Technology, and Innovation that tackles mainly offers programs mainly in data science and modeling right now. 1337 and UCODE are coding schools that are based on peer learning pedagogies. So as I said, they don't follow the traditional model of teaching, but they have adapted new ways and new pedagogies such as gamification, and typically they are vocational schools that will help you understand the basics of coding and develop your skills in coding. So the second cluster is medical and paramedical. We have a school of nursing here on campus. We also have a faculty of medical sciences. In the Economics and Social Sciences cluster, there is the Faculté privée de gouvernance des sciences économiques et sociales, which is the faculty that tackles all topics related to governance in economical and social sciences. And in the Business and Management cluster, we have the Africa Business School and the School of Hospitality, Business and Management. The third one is the School of Collective Intelligence. And last but not least is the Maher Center, which offers certificates in general knowledge. At UM6P, we also have a Center of Doctoral Studies and, of course, an extensive program in executive education. So I'm gonna focus right now on the post-baccalaureate programs or the undergraduate programs. I just need to specify first that I'm gonna be focusing on the English programs since this is the webinar for English-speaking applicants. But if you really need to have more information about the programs in French, please look up our webinar in French. It should be still online. It was shared yesterday. And my colleague Francois has explained all about these programs. I'm gonna still review them quickly. So in science and technology, we have, as I explained, the cycle engineering in industrial management. We have a second cycle engineering in computer sciences. And then we have a diploma in architecture, a bachelor's degree in data science and modeling, a bachelor's degree in industrial processes engineering, and a bachelor's degree in industrial operations. So those are, as I said, programs in French. The medical and paramedical clusters are for 2 degrees in English. So there is the doctorate in medicine and the doctorate in pharmacy. So the Faculty of Medical Sciences has been working closely with major universities and world-renowned universities to develop this curricula. Typically, as partners, we are working with Ben Gurion University in Tel Aviv. And what we are bringing new, apart from offering a program in English that tackles medical and pharmacy sciences in Morocco, it's also the aim of the program. It's actually it's forward looking to the medicine of the future. So typically, there is a lot of e-medicines approaches in the program, how to incorporate new technologies and digital technologies in the practice of medicine. There is also in the medical and paramedical cluster a bachelor's degree in nursing that is offered in French. And please, as I said, either ask us for a brochure if you are interested in one of these programs, or review the webinar in French. There is the third cluster, business and management. We have a bachelor's degree in hospitality, business and management. So offered by the school that is bearing the same name, hospitality, business and management, which is a business school in Morocco that is centered its approach around customer centricity. So it is in partnership with École Hôtelière de Lausanne in Switzerland, which is in the top ranking for schools tackling the subjects of hospitality. And we know from the graduates of that school that usually 50% will choose to go into hospitality business, such as joining the administrative teams for hotels, for luxury retail brand, and so on. But the other 50 will typically choose to have a career in either finance, marketing, or HR, as in human resources. So again, quickly, in the Economics and Social Sciences cluster, we offer a bachelor's degree in Applied Economics, International Relation, Political Science, and Behavioral Sciences for Public Policy. And again, those are offered in French. So in our graduate programs and in science and technology, you can apply if you are 100%, if you are an English speaker, to our master's degree in quantitative and financial modeling, which has been developed by two innovative departments in school here in UM6P. The first one is the Al-Khwarizmi Center that is focusing on applied mathematics and data science and modeling. And the second one is Africa Business School that is tackling all the business, finance, management, and challenges and topics that the African continents might undertake. We have, again, a master's degree in industrial technologies for the factory of the future and electrical engineering for renewable energies and smart grids offered by the Green Tech Institute. And again, those are programs in French. In the business and management cluster, you are very welcomed, in fact, to apply to a master's degree in international management, in collective intelligence, and in agribusiness innovations. So those programs are offered by two schools, the Africa Business School that I've just presented earlier, and the second one is the School of Collective Intelligence. And we are actually proud that we have hosted at UM6P the first school that is offering an accredited master's degree in collective intelligence. I'm told that now there are more than one, maybe 5 or 6 around the world, but at least we had the first one on our campus. And collective intelligence is a new approach to how we work together. In fact, if we take only the definition, it's how we can harness the wisdom of the crowd. And this is typically to say that how we can better work together, how we can model our working together in order to make or to facilitate the decision-making process. So typically, if you choose to pursue your studies in collective intelligence, what you'll be able to do is to support teams in their decision-making process. You can support your company in every effort they're trying to make or to create a transformation, a culture of transformation within the teams, and so on. So I just have to add that in all our degrees, we have strong base in mathematical studies. So either in collective intelligence or in quantitative and financial modeling, you will have to study, in fact, math and data science and computer science, combined, of course, to other disciplines that would make you able to perform your job at the best. So in the last cluster, economics and social sciences, we offer a master's degree in quantitative economic, a master's degree in global affairs, political science, economic analysis, and public policies. And the last one is in behavioral and social sciences for public policies. If you need, again, information on our programs in French, please send us an email, and then we'll share with you the brochures. So what are we exactly offering you here? So if you decide to join UM6P, you can expect that you'll discover new ways of learning. We believe that there is different approach to learning depending on the subject that you will that we need to address, and of course relevant to our context today. Typically, we are big on learning by doing. Experimentation is at the heart of everything that we do, and all our programs will have students from our programs will have access to our living labs, which are experimentation platforms. But I'm gonna get back on that later. You might experience learning in flipped classes, which is a very interesting format where the students get to be the teachers and, in fact, animate or give the lectures. And typically, in a flipped class mode, you will need to prepare your lectures beforehand, and then once you are in class, all you need to do is to debate what you have understood from preparing the courses. We also have virtual classes and online classes. And then we are also big on gamification, especially in our Coding School 1337. And we also introduced to those programs a peer learning pedagogy, which means that students will need to work together in order to succeed in their programs. So going back to the living labs that I talked about earlier, these are full-scale experimentation platforms. So typically, if you are focusing on mining in your studies, then you will have access to our experimental mine, which is few kilometers away from campus, and you'll have to experience at first hand what it is to be working on a mine and what exactly those operators are in need for and how they can incorporate the technologies that you are studying in your programs. We have the Green Energy Park, which is again a full-scale experimentation platform that tackles all the topics related to renewable energies. We have a Fab Lab, which is a prototyping platforms. The urban cluster of Mazagan will focus on research on water management and chemistry. We have access again to the chemical hub of Safi, thanks to our partnership with the OCP Group, which is a major operator in chemical industries in Morocco. At UM6P, we have our own data center, and in fact, it is one of the most performing ones here on the African continent. And students from our computer science school will get when they are ready to join the teams on the data center and learn with them their job. And again, there is some sort of experimentation platform or what we call living labs related to all the topics that we are working on. Second, we promise you that you're going to be closely in touch with some of highly qualified and experienced faculty on the continent. We are very lucky to have an international and diverse faculty members. They are all have been working for many years on their research topics and trying to develop the knowledge and the science behind them, and they are all offering them to you throughout your either undergraduate or graduate programs. In fact, we are big on mentorship in our studies. This is why we prefer to only recruit small cohorts. So typically a master's degree program will only have 15 to 20 students, and in an undergraduate program will only take between like 25 and 30 students. And the idea behind those small numbers is to facilitate the supporting process or the mentorship process, to create a direct relationship between the professors, the teachers, instructors, and their students, but also to give you all the chance to work hands-on on the experimentations that you are learning about. We promise you also that you're going to develop relevant skills, whether you want to join the workforce, to develop your own business, or pursue your PhD studies. We know, again, thanks to our proximity to major operators in Morocco, that these are some transversal skills that you need to develop during your studies. Of course, you need to be experts on the subject that you are studying. You need to develop your self-awareness in order to know how you can perform better. You need to develop your collective intelligence and to be an addition or to have an added value to the team you are working with. We encourage all our students to develop an entrepreneurship mindset, whether their plan is to start their own businesses or to join a company. We think that it is only by being proactive and by being innovative that you can build your future career. Our students are highly encouraged to develop their critical thinking. We try to make them understand the importance to commit to giving back to the community around them. We want them, of course, as I said earlier, we are an African university in the African continent. So we want our students to have this global South vision and to understand the challenges that the African countries are facing. We want all our students to have analytics abilities and to be able to work with data and to have a basic digital and computer training to better work in the future. We encourage all our students to develop their language mastery. Typically, all our students have access to the language lab, and they can get supported either to practice their English, French, and if they feel like they have already have that master, they can register for Mandarin classes, Chinese classes, German, etc., Spanish, and so on. But throughout this, what we're really trying to teach our students is how they can learn and how they can be lifelong learners. They need to develop this ability, this autonomy of learning in order to build their careers for the future. We also promise you that you'll have fair access to our scholarship and financial aid. In fact, we offer 2 programs that you can apply to. The first one is the Excellence Scholarship. And basically, if you ranked among the best students or applicants in the entrance exam, then you will be eligible for an Excellence Scholarship. Then there is the financial aid based on social criteria. To put it simply, we believe that everyone should have access to good education. And in order to do so, we are offering students who have demonstrated that they have the skills, the motivation, and the academic background to excel in their education in UM6P. We are offering them a financial aid to support them applying for our programs and studying in UM6P. And finally, what we offer you also is guidance throughout your studies to jumpstart your career. In fact, as I said earlier, I am managing the Career Center, and in the Career Center, what we do or our motto is help our students unlock their full potential. And actually, what we help you do is develop your skills, your employability skills, such as resume writing. We can offer you to take part in mock interviews and so on. But we also facilitate and organize networking opportunities here on campus. Typically, we have the meet and greet days where we have companies visit us on campus so they can explain what they do, and they can explain to you as well how you can apply to join them. We have also a lot of activities with professional on campus. They can be either, as I said, mock interviews. They can offer you competitions and so on. We organize recruiting sessions here on campus, and we also, for those who are interested, offer volunteering internships through our social experience program. So typically, and I'm gonna do this very quickly, what we help you in the Career Center with is first develop your employability skills throughout orientation for building your career plan, giving you a market outlook, but also helping you master all the application tools such as resume writing and cover letter and so on. But we also will coach you and give you personal development opportunities to develop your skills in leadership, in communication, public speaking, pitching, and so on. So the Career Center is just one service that we offer our students. In fact, on campus, you will have the ability to take part in the activities that the Language Lab offers the students, as I said earlier. We have the Open Minds program and libraries on campus that would help you broaden your perspective on the subjects that you're studying. There is the sports department, the students organization for learning, for leadership and engagement, and you can also partake in our sustainable development program. And of course, there is a health center. All our students are housed on campus, and they have access to the cafes and restaurants that we have right here. So what you can expect from life on campus, we have 2 campuses, and depending on the program, you'll either join Ben Gurion or Rabat. Either way, both campuses offer the same services, or they have world-class infrastructures in terms, not only in terms of housing and meals, but also in terms of the laboratories and research facilities, as I explained earlier. And of course, we are keen on your well-being as students here. As they said, a healthy mind can only develop in a healthy body. So we have a health center here. We have an extensive sports activities, which, by the way, are coached by professional athletes, and those guys can be like really tough. So there you have it. We also have cultural activities to help you develop your creativity. You can take in our UM6P band if you are a musician. You can participate in our drama clubs and so on. You can take part in our events celebrating diversity and pluriculturality on campus. And of course, we really encourage you to have fun during your studies. So if you want to join us, please know that we are organizing an open day here in Ben Gurion in February 18th. So if you are in Morocco and want to join, please do so. You'll get to meet with the faculty, with students and alumni, and you'll have extensive information about all the services that we offer on campus. And here are our deadlines. So by mid-March, there is the deadline for the undergraduate program for the Faculté de Gouvernance, Sciences économiques et sociales. Again, if you are interested, please reach out to us, because the deadlines are really approaching. By the end of March, it's the deadline for the master's degrees, and by the end of May, it's the deadline for the undergraduate degrees. And if you want to contact us, there is 2 email addresses: admission@um6p.ma and admission there is a dash here, international@um6p.ma. And if you have any questions or if you need any extensive information, please visit our website um6p.ma. So what we are really looking here for in our applicants are the next generation, the future leaders of Africa. We believe, in fact, that our students and our alumni will be the next African heroes. And there is only that one question that stays open today for you is, are you one of us or not? So I'll let you think upon it and give and welcome Deborah with me to share with you her experience on campus. Hello, Deborah.
Thank you, Miriam. Hi, Miriam. I'm really grateful for this opportunity.
Please.
Hi, everyone. So good to be here. Thank you. All right, hi, everyone. I just want to say thank you to the organizing body for this opportunity to be here. I don't take it for granted. So I'll be here to share my experience as a student. I'm a Nigerian and I'm a master's student at the School of Collective Intelligence, UM6P Morocco. I arrived in Morocco in 2021, and I can say that my journey so far has been great. The access to a world-class standard of education in UM6P has been so worth it. The style of teaching, the method of teaching, how it is so interactive, and how that the professors are so supportive and approachable has had a great effect on me compared to the style of teaching in Nigeria. This was so different, but it's been a game changer for me. Also, getting to interact with people from different parts of the world, Rwanda, West Africa, other West African countries, Morocco, and other Asian countries. It's been a privilege exposing myself to different ways of thinking, different cultures, and this has helped me to become more broad minded. The style of living on campus for students is also top notch, from the state of the room to access to Wi-Fi 24/7, the restaurant, and other amenities that they provide for students has really helped me in striving for excellence. So all of the distractions, all of the things that could distract me from focusing on my studies has been removed by this school. And so I can concentrate on my studies. And so I saw myself moving from 0 to 100 within a matter of months. One of the things that was of major concern to my parents when I was coming to Morocco was security. I was the only Nigerian girl to come in 2021, and my parents were concerned that will I be safe? And I can say that from 2021 up till now, there's not been any major concern for me as regards security. I love the UM6P campus because it is practice oriented. So beyond the four walls of the classroom, beyond what you learn in the classroom, you are given the opportunity to implement solutions, to implement what you've learned in the outside world. And this has really helped me with my confidence because I wasn't so confident before. But this opportunity to be able to tackle challenges, to face challenges, to succeed with the help of the professors and the help of the school has really, really helped me. One of the questions people ask me is, so, okay, you come from Nigeria, you come from a different way of life. How have you adjusted to the culture? First of all, we have an international students club that is active and constantly engaging students in different meetings, outings, and programs. And it's a really beautiful experience to interact with other international students on the UM6P campus. There's also tourist attraction beyond the UM6P campus where you can explore cities with its own uniqueness. And I really love the UM6P campus because they're quite accepting of other people from different countries. So they also give you room for expression. They also give you room to, express your own opinions, express your ideas, and also accomplish them. I think in UM6P, there are two things that has changed about me so far. The first thing is that how I think. Um, Before, I would not have known before until I came to UMCSP. I saw life based on my experiences, my knowledge, my background, but being able to interact with different people, lecturers from all over the world, I tend to see things more holistically and also think about problems in a more global manner. And it has really helped me even compete, join competitions globally. It has really been helpful. The second thing that I think has changed since I joined UM6P was that I find myself willing to tackle new challenges, to take on new paths since I joined the UMCSP campus. And I'm so grateful for these opportunities. Finally, I will end with this. UM6P is a place for you to be. UM6P is a place for you to watch your dreams turn to reality. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Deborah. And I'm sure that during your studies, you have made some incredible memories on campus. We have, in fact, a collection of some pictures of our students on campus. So maybe we can show them the video. So, yeah, before we move to our Q&A session, I would like to welcome Melvin with me. So Melvin is a graduate from UM6P, and hopefully she'll get to share with you her experience and what she's doing right now. Hello, Melvin.
Hi, Miriam. Thank you so much for this opportunity to just be able to share my experience at the university. Hello, everyone. My name is Melvin Ocheng, and I'm Kenyan. I know previously it was mentioned I'm from Nigeria, but I'm actually in Kenya right now. It's such a pleasure to be given this opportunity to be able to just share my experience at the university. I was at the university in the year 2020 to 2022, of which I graduated last year with a master's in fertilizer science and environmental sciences. And besides just, the learning experience that Deborah has shared, being taught by professionals, from the industry and just experiencing that rich teaching. There's so much more that you will be able to learn at UM6P. Especially for me, I used to enjoy, jogging in the evening. There's just this serenity and the peace around the campus. And also, the sports activities. I enjoyed basketball. If you're a sports person, there's so much you'll enjoy at the university. And I know Deborah also talked about security, and I'll just tell you this: if there's a safe space you'll ever find is at the university. You can just walk around anytime. You can go to the library, leave your computer there, and come back and you'll still find it there. So that one is a guarantee. It's a safe place for learning and experience. And the other thing I would like to share is just the community, the international community that is there. There's just this rich culture, people from different backgrounds, people from different countries in Africa, just convening in one place to be able to exchange. And we get to have so many activities organized by the international community where we get to exchange delicacies from different countries, get to exchange about matters affecting sub-Saharan Africa, which really provokes your mind to be able to think more and beyond. And it's such a wonderful experience. I remember this one time we had a talk show and I was given a platform to be able to host this event. And it was such a joy for me to be able to be given a platform to be able to practice public speaking. And it was really amazing. And the other thing I enjoyed while at the university is the work that the Innovation Center does, which really helps to nurture and stimulate innovations in young people. We got to do so many brainstorming, to be able to invoke the spirit of innovation in young people, to be able to come up with brilliant ideas that can be able to solve problems that we are facing here in sub-Saharan Africa. And that is something that UM6P is really big on. It gets to fund and incubate projects that are really promising. And with that, you'll be able to nurture your startups that can become big with due time. The other thing is that with the Career Center, I know Mariam mentioned this about, them connecting students with the professionals from different industry. I got to experience that, just having professionals from different organizations coming to speak to students, just to connect us with the outside world and preparing us for the industry after we are done with our studies. Also the pre-work, which we have HR from different organizations coming to prep us, for when we'll be pitching our ideas, preparing us for interview sessions, and this just helps to build confidence in individuals. And one thing I really appreciate is the community, which is still there. We still connect with different people. You get to build friendships. and to also enjoy the Moroccan culture. And if you're a traveler like me, Morocco is such a beautiful place, not just Ben Guerir. The university is situated in this beautiful small town that helps you to connect to different places in the country. Marrakech is just close to the university, so you get to experience a wide range of culture. And lastly, I'd just like to leave you with this. I think I'd say this in a different platform. Moabit 6 Polytechnic University is a place you'd want to be. If it's not the best in Africa, I really don't know. It's such a diverse ecosystem that really nurtures the brightest minds in Africa to be able to come and solve problems that we have in our own continent. So I just hope that you all get to enjoy, experience, and also be groomed in such an ecosystem. That will be all, unless there's questions. Thank you so much. Right back to you, Mariam.
Thank you, Melvin, for taking the time and sharing your experience with us. I'm gonna take some questions from the comments, so please, if you have some of them, just publish them. So the first one I'm getting is so I'm not sure that maybe just a code name, but the question says, hello, thank you for this information. I want to know if I can apply for registration in pharmacy or computer science, given that I took a baccalaureate degree last year. Yes, that's the code name. So, well, the short answer is yes, I know there have been a few questions about the age limit. So technically there is no age limit to apply to our programs. However, this might depend on the programs you're applying to and the requirements for each of these programs. So what you really need to do is to be really specific about it, maybe get in touch with the school and see what they're going to tell you. Yes, so there is also requirements, a question about DTS in solar energy. Again, this is very specific to one program in particular. Maybe you would send us an email, then we'll get in touch with the Green Tech Institute and send you the answers right back. There is a question from Tariq Mosdeq. Yeah, are there any programs promoting collaboration between students and designers on innovative concepts? If yes, I'd be interested. Well, Tariq, yes, thank you for the question. This will give me the opportunity to raise an important aspect of our studies that I didn't explain extensively during the presentation. As I said, entrepreneurship is the third pillar in the UM6P ecosystem, and we have a whole division that is called entrepreneurship and venturing, which main role is to help entrepreneurs from all around Morocco to connect with the ecosystem. They also offer programs for our students who either are curious about entrepreneurship or students who have actual ideas for business development. And the team from Entrepreneurship and Innovations and Venturing, is there to help you grow your business ideas. So please get in touch with them. The second question. So there is a question from Jadou HR. The second one, for those who finished high school in 2021 and they own their diploma in 2022, but actually year of graduation was 2021, are allowed to apply if they have good grades and they are talented students. Again, this is very specific to the program you're applying to. When you create your account on the platform, your online accounts, your online application, there is no rule against you applying for those programs. But again, it depends. The selection will depend on the criteria of the program you will choose. And there is a question from Zipola. What are included in your scholarship? So to answer your question, we have two two kinds of tuition fees. Of fees. There is the tuition fee, and then there is the housing and meals on campus. So depending on the scholarship you will be applying to and the percentage that you are awarded in the scholarship, it's either gonna cover the total expenses of your studies in UM6P, including tuition, accommodations and meals, or it's gonna partially cover some of the expenses, and that's really depend on your financial situation or on your legal tutor's financial situations. You need to gather or collect all the documentation, the supportive documentation for your application. Typically, after you get admitted to UM6P, you'll have the opportunity to apply for the scholarship. And again, just a quick note, there are two types of scholarship, one based on excellence and the other one based on the social criteria. So for excellence, you need to rank among the best in the entrance exam, and for the social criteria one, it's going to be dependent on the incomes of your incomes or the income of your family. So I'm going to take a question from Gilbert Muramira. What did you do to achieve education for all, including the students with disability? Thank you so much for this question. So I explained that our scholarship program is can cover the total fees of studies at UM6P or partial fees. And actually, disability is one of the criteria that we base when we review the application. Disability is one of the things that we review. So typically, it's not only if the applicant has some sort of disability, but we also consider if they have in their close family someone with disability. This is in terms of the financial aid. And again, when you get to come to campus, we have specific infrastructure for students who have mobile disability. So again, you'll be able to go to classes, to have proper housing and access to all facilities on campus if you have mobility disability. And also we have on campus health center that's going to take the health center service is of course open to all students, and all our students have access to health insurance. Okay. So there is a question from Abu Bakar Isyaku. Does the UM6P allow students to continue with PhD studies after graduating from master's program in either master's in international management, collective intelligence, or quantitative and financial management? So Abu Bakar, I'm guessing you are studying here at UM6P and you want to pursue your studies. So the short answer is yes, we allow you to continue your studies. If you apply to a PhD program and you get to pass the entrance exams in the same way that all the applicants apply. So we believe in equity and inequality, and we doesn't offer preferential treatment between applicants. So you'll need to apply through the normal process and prove that you have the right skills and motivation to pursue your doctoral studies. So there is a question from Zipola again. If someone if someone graduates in medicine at UM6P, is it possible that she can continue with master's or doctorate degree? Well, the medicine degree in UM6P is in fact a doctorate degree. So it's doctorate it's actually a medicine doctorate. But of course, when you finish your studies, you'll get to, if you choose to, you can apply to additional doctorate studies. So a question from, I'm sorry if I pronounced the name wrong. So Pacific. Hi, can someone who studied physics, chemistry, and biology in high school while mathematics was not a major subject get a scholarship at UM6P to study architecture? So the scholarship, as far as I know, is not related to the subject that you have studied in high school. Typically, what you did in high school will be regarded upon your entrance exam at UM6P. You'll only get to apply to a scholarship once you are admitted at UM6P. And if you are admitted, those what you studied in high school is no longer a question in your application for the scholarship. So only two criteria for applying to scholarship: how you ranked on the entrance exam for the excellence scholarship, and how is your what are your revenues in fact are, and can you do you need some financial aid to sponsor your studies here at UM6P? So there is a question about the scholarship. So is Abu Bakr is asking if the scholarship cover the traveling costs. I don't think so, but maybe some of my colleagues on the backstage can help me with the answer. Maybe we'll get back to you with this at a later time. Yeah, as I said, the scholarship doesn't cover traveling costs. A last question from Abu Bakr: does UM6P consider with family in giving them accommodation and housing? So accommodation housing is only offered to students on campus. We don't extend that to any close family members. So I think I've been through most of the questions. And if there is nothing else, so if there is nothing else, I'm gonna wish you a great evening or a great afternoon, and hopefully I'll get to meet you soon once you are admitted here on UM6P. Thank you all for attending, and good luck. Bye-bye.